Isn't that right? You don't remember? Well, shall I refresh your memory? The last time that you and I met, I was selling you candles and almost made you join my candle company. It's a lifetime of commitment. And I noticed that before we parted and I sent you back to where you came from, I said, in order to work for me and have all the power that you'd like, you would need to find me a referral or you couldn't get back in. So, months went by. Employees of mine disappeared. Their work wasn't what I wanted. So, do you remember my construction friend who did, asphalt and concrete? Yeah, he met up with those people. It's no problem. But you never contacted me. So here we are, almost a year later, and I noticed, I think it was two days ago, you were selling one of my candles on Facebook Marketplace. You also posted it on, I think it was Craigslist. Let's see. There was another website I can't really remember, but I'm happy to know that you finally gave a referral. You didn't think that that candle belonged to my company, did you? It did. So it's nice to have you back. Why didn't you do it sooner? I mean, you kind of left last time without wondering if you'd ever come back. So let's see. Today, since you brought me a referral, is your initiation. Remember we talked about that last time. Your initiation day is having one special candle lit, and you will be working for my company forever. I'll be telling you the ropes throughout this process while we go over some candles. And at the end, I'll do the little, they call it like Reiki ceremony. So, let's go over your details and see if anything has changed. So many employees over the years, but so many empty pages. I have one other person working for me, and you might meet them in the future, but for now, let's go over your chart. I asked you to tell me if you were comfortable. What do you identify as? Has that changed? It's just a common question for my company. Okay, let's see. Has your weight changed from last time? It's almost like you don't want to talk, but you're talking anyway. Okay, I'm assuming your height is still the same. And let's see. Any medications or anything like that? Are you allergic to anything? Remember I asked you last time because all the candles I have over here could contain chemicals in them. Okay. It's not looking like anything's changed. Has your will to work for me changed? It seems like it, but this ceremony will relax you so much. I promise you'll change your mind. Ceremony. Once your initiation is complete, you'll be able to my book, you might find some of your friends who have since moved away or left suddenly, potentially deceased. You know, no, not actually dead, from like a James Charles ballad or something Jeffree Star does. Everybody says it, but something like that. Okay, well, we're all set. So let me tell you a little bit about what you'll be doing for me. We're going to go over each candle I have in stock right now, and then the last candle will do the initiation lighting. Last time you may have noticed the multicolor candle. We have a different one this year. The other candle, people could kind of get out of work, and we don't want that. We kind of want you to work for us. For me, I'm talking in like third person. We kind of want you to work for us forever. So let's start. Oh, and you're also going to get a big surprise at the end. Something you'll keep. But I'll set that right next to you and we'll get to it. First candle. I love this one so much. I think you will too. It is a Yankee. Sweet nothings. Kind of how you're not saying anything. It's kind of sweet. Sweet. It has a nice scent, so when you start selling to people, you make sure that you say that. Oh, Yankee Candle is their own brand, everything like that. But little do they know it's owned by me. Every candle, see the wind blowing with my speaking, it's a metaphor. Company on Earth is owned by me. I don't think I let you know that last time, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, you always want to suggest little things that will make somebody buy something. Suggestive selling. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this one's a good one. You'll find these at the Cracker Barrel. They're not the best sellers, but the cozy look is what everybody's looking for, and they're Chesapeake Bay candles. What do you think is the most appealing to this, other than the fact I said it looked cozy? That's wrong. It's the top of the candle. The little, oh, we can just pull it off and everything will be fine. Truth is, pulling the top off doesn't work like that because I have an airtight seal on it. So make sure when you begin selling, you tell them that this can be pulled off. Okay? The smell is mediocre, but we try to make it smell like... Are you from, like, Outback? Of course you aren't. I've been in your house. But, have you ever been to, like, a craft festival and they always try to make it, like, super country with apple smells? That's kind of what our Chesapeake Bay name is. It's to give a nostalgic memory scent. And since our smells are so bland, we have to, compensate for that with the look. And that's, again, we have the pull. So even though it doesn't work very well, make sure you do that because all the women collectors of candles, their nails are probably longer than mine are. So it's hard for them to just firmly grasp it. Okay. Third candle. Oh, what a nice one. Man in the Moon Mystics. Mystics. Man in the Moon Mystics. Mystics. Mr. Meeseeks. I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me. I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Yes, sirree. This candle reminds me of that song. Completely cringeworthy. The sticker, you can tell, was made with a stock photo. And you're probably asking yourself, well, why do you sell these candles? Or you're probably asking why you're here at all, but we sell these candles, my dear, because, like I said last time, if you can remember, money, power, power. Power. I can smell the fear on you, which means usually I can manipulate you if I can smell the fear. Candles. Aren't people always smelling them? What if I could put the power in candles? And that's what I do. Every candle you see out there has some type of power in it. The power to bring back nostalgia, making them love the brand. The power to find it more convenient. Candles for decoration. I don't want to buy a candle if I can't light it when one guest that shows up here comes, so I need the pull. Things like that. Do you get what I'm saying? Gummy bear, you can almost smell the chemicals in here. Go ahead, take a whiff. I love what I've built. Let's set this down and let me show you my last example before the initiation. Remember how I mentioned earlier, craft show and the look of things? Well, you can consider this all in one of 4 examples that I said to you. I talked about nostalgia, the coffee cup, making coffee, your grandparents making coffee when you were little. I talked about bland. This is a bland look, but it's still decorative. You set this on your table, nobody would ever wonder why. Well, probably because your dishes are all piled up because we're all clinically depressed this season. But that's okay. I also mentioned what else? I don't remember either, but that's okay. The smell. This has a nice coffee fee smell. Coffee fee. 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 So, and that's what this is here. And the last but not least, type of craft show, the type of people who buy this stuff because they think that it's art. But let me tell you something. It's not art. I recently started collecting what's called a reborn doll. I'm obsessed with them. I bought my very first one. Turns out the one I bought it was copied off of somebody else. So does that make it art? In my opinion, yes, because I paid enough money for it, but moving on. And this, my dear, is it. So what can we learn from all of this? What can we teach ourselves from understanding that these candles all hold some type of monetary value for us, whether that be emotionally, physically, or monetarily? Paper, money. It's like Mr. Krabs says, I like money. So, what do you think? I can promise you power. I can promise you that you will never be lonely, because you always have me, and I'll explain that after the initiation. But what do you say? Would you like to join my cult? No, I'm not saying cult, I'm saying company. Company. Okay. The very last candle that I know you've seen before. Your initiation. What is this? Well, this will seal the deal, my dear. Seal the deal. Seal the deal. Seal the deal. The deal. Seal the deal. When I light this candle, you'll be working for me forever. The oldest candle known to man, the wax and or soy candle, hand-dipped, handmade by people we don't even remember. My grandfather, well, grandma, because you know how it went back then, your grandparents, all would use these back before electricity. This is what I first started selling. These candles are pure magic. And this is the very first candle I've ever made. As you can tell, it's only been lit a few times. So, my dear, I'm going to light this candle, and I'm also going to be using my crystal wand. This crystal wand has a crystal at the end of it. And I'm going to do some magic. Do you believe in magic? Any younger? So as I hold it, I'm just going to go whoosh, 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 and you're going to relax and almost fade away. And when you return, you will be my employee forever. Meaning, you'll have boxes start to show up at your house. Shh, I'll tell you. Just relax. You'll begin to have boxes show up at your house. All of the time. When you think that the boxes are almost empty and you've sold to as many people as possible. When you put as many ads as you can possibly put online, you'll realize that it's time. But I promise you that with those boxes come lots of checks. Checks. Those boxes will turn into checks. Those checks will turn into me showing up and making sure you're not taking any of my money. this is blood, don't you? No. And this isn't an initiation either. It's just me trying to make this look and, feel as this is something important. You were actually passed out on a bench the first time that I found you. And I don't know if it was from a night of heavy drinking, I don't know what it was, but I returned you home. You told me your address. Yeah, there's nothing to be worried about. Working for me? Of course I own these candles. But it's really not as sinister as you think. I'm really excited to have you on board. My name's Sarah, and gotta give you your token of appreciation for staying with me. And no, there's not a ton of boxes that show up at your door. It starts out with like a pack of 30, and the pamphlet is kind of like a pyramid scheme, you know what I mean? You'll have all kinds of brands, like what's that thing? It's like Scentsy. Then there's that zoo one, Zebra. Yeah, we sell all of that. We own all of it. I do. I don't know why I'm still talking in third person, but no, you don't have anything to be worried about. This is probably all dream to you anyway, but yeah, I'll definitely come back and I'll see how you're doing. You did kind of give me your bank information, so I'll make sure to, hook up your checks coming in. It may show up under a different name, like Artist226 or something like that, but I promise it's going to be so much money for you. You're going to love it here. So here's your little piece. Is to keep this on you at all time. It's almost like a little beeper. It helps me get through the day. I feel like somebody's talking to me almost all the time. If you lose that piece, I have a friend. Yeah, I just got back. We just got done having lunch. He's a construction worker. He's really cool. He'll probably, if you lose it, he'll come over and offer to like dig a hole, around where you may or may not have dropped it. And that's about it. So thank you so much again for starting to work to our company. And I'm just gonna put you back again. And I'll be checking in on you, okay?